Hello, it's probably time for another update, as the last one was about a year ago, I think. So, quite what's been happening. We started a new year. We're pretty much into that year now. We've done 3 events, 3 races. We've got a fourth this weekend at Snetterton. So, back in April, we were at Donington Park. The weekend itself, the qualifying and the race, really enjoyed. Um, Not sure if I came where I came on the grid. I think it was last, but I didn't finish last, which was nice. Uh, I got ahead of Steve Allen on both races. I think he was having some throttle issues, but oh well. Yeah, had a nice overtake into Goddard's, and that felt really good. Um, it's quite a driver circuit. I know it is a bit of a cliche, but going around Donington, I can see why they say that. Yeah, going down the Craner curves, wow, it's a bit hairy. But yeah, that's Donington. Love it now. It's right up there with Alton Park, I think, as one of my favourite circuits. Or it was until we did Cadwell, but more about that later. Fast forward then to May. Went to Brands Hatch. We really like Brands Hatch. This time with the family. Because we go there so often. We know where everything is. Lovely facilities. It's nice and compact. It's always immaculate there. It's the track I've done the most laps around. I must have done over 100 laps of the place. So it's quite a lot for me to go anywhere. So qualifying came round, and I couldn't see myself on the timing sheet because I was looking at the bottom. I had to keep looking up and up and up. Not that high, but I was ahead of about 3 or 4 people. So I was chuffed a bit. So we're starting to get a bit more competitive now. Yeah, had some battles and a nice overtake into Druids, my favourite passing place. And race 2 was unfortunate for a few of the drivers at the front. There's a bit of carnage at the start line, but we got through unscathed, finishing a good position. Learned some valuable lessons about safety cars. Pay attention is the biggest takeaway from that. It all looks so easy. We all know so safety cars, from watching Formula 1 and touring cars, it's just safety car. Yeah, how hard can it be? Well, you're just used to flat out, and now suddenly you're not flat out, and you have to still be aware, still be awake, and nearly got called out, but all good, and we've finished with some all right points. It's definitely up to that point, our most competitive race. I know the track, I know the circuit reasonably well. I even started. I was the only driver pinged with a driver standards penalty for cutting too much of one of the corners at the back, and I got a driving standards flag, and I thought, okay, I reckon I know where they're pinging me. I won't do that anymore. And unfortunately, I think it's on a bit of a delay. So I think by the time I'd seen that, it was too late because I'd already been pinged for the lap I'd just finished, and the next warning was a 5-second penalty. It didn't make any difference, but I'm almost pleased that I'm starting to push. Getting driver standard flag. Don't particularly want to, but we are trying to push. We are trying to get more competitive. The next round we went to was in Cadwell Park. Quite a journey. And I was quite nervous because Cadwell is a bit of a special beast. I can say from going there, it's almost not suitable for cars. It's like a footpath through a mountain that's been widened, and some tyres, some Armco put up. Genuinely, I could have done with some testing there. Forget Donington. I could have done with putting a budget into Cadwell testing. My first session was qualifying, and I've genuinely never been so scared in my life in that car. It's relentless, and I was so relieved to just see the checkered flag. for the qualifying session. I got back to the tent, tried to calm down, looked at my onboard footage and thought that's actually quite slow compared to the the videos I've been watching. There's loads of time there. There's obviously plenty of time, but it's a full-on assault. The first time you go round, Coppice, I remember quite vividly that people are going up there flat, and I managed it twice on the weekend because it's blind, fourth, practically fifth gear, flat out, 90 degrees left, uphill. Just chuck it in and assume that the car will stick. And it took me quite a while to build up to that. And when I did, I just thought this is really weird. Didn't realise the car could do this, So yeah, and the gooseneck as well. That's a bit of an experience. Brilliant circuit. Got its own character, really characterful. Bonkers section of the mountain, which is just really clumsy and really weird. Nearly went into the tyres there. Yeah, I was definitely pushing. Yeah, but at my qualifying session, calmed down. Race 1, by the end of it, I was loving it. Race 2, I was more competitive. Lost the pack to begin with, caught them back up, got the back of Steve again, but spun trying to take quite a wide line into Charlie's because I thought I'd get him on the inside of the corner. Out the back, past Charlie's, whatever that is. And yeah, just spun. And I didn't care. I went onto the infield and I thought I was going to hit a Ford Focus at one point that was just parked by a regular punter. But no, it was a bit of a scary moment. I think the car was a little bit airborne over the grass, but it was fine. Didn't hit anything. So yeah, that was Cadwell Park. Absolutely would love to go back there again. Heart rate, even after scrutineering, after a bit of a chill time, getting back to the tent, and I get out the car, my heart rate is still boom, 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 boom. Not just being unfit, but wow, it's interesting, shall we say. The car is now fully painted. We've taken a very agile approach to the colouring. I had my heart set on pink and blue and light blue, like a '92 Brabham, and nuts colour scheme, but it's going to stick out. So that's the idea. And first race it was just pink and grey. Second race it was pink, grey and blue, and then third race we've finally got it all blue and pink. The last weekend we did some work on the brakes. So it's new EBC brakes all round. The brakes have just been abandoned and not loved at all. I've always felt that I need to work on other areas without maximising the brakes because I've got to work on lines and that kind of stuff. But I'm relying on the brakes more and more now. They need to be tip top. And I found at Cadwell the rears were snatching at the old hairpin, or the hairpin, I think, and your confidence goes, and then you're a little bit more hesitant and brake a little bit early. But they're all new now. I just need to bed them in. I'm glad I did because the rear discs, the rear pads were pretty. Yeah, one pad had about 1 or 2 mil left, and the fronts, I think they just overheated. They're a very old version of the EBC yellow stuff, and bits are broken off. So hopefully these will be better. I'll keep an eye on them. Fire extinguisher serviced from Demon Tweaks again, pretty fast turnaround. So yeah, we're ready. The other bit of news is a bit of a game changer really. We've never had any kind of support, external support, and I knew this year that we were doing a few races. Now I've kind of got my head around club racing. Now as a family we want to do this, and we want to keep doing, and we want to get better, we want to get more competitive. It needs external partners really to do it properly, rather than a bare minimum budget. We need to do it a little bit more seriously. hence a bit of branding with the car, try and get it a bit presentable. So yeah, thank you a million times over to Go Compare, who have taken one of our supporter packages. I'm chuffed a bit with that, I really am. We'll be putting their logo on the car probably sometime tomorrow. So this is a bit of a preview of that news I wanted to share a little while back. So they are our first supporter. So thank you. If you'd like to support me, hopefully you would, please take a look at them and what they do. They don't just do car insurance, and I'll say no more. Please take a look by looking at them, gocompare.com. You'd be in a roundabout way, you'd be supporting me, so that'd be really appreciated. And that's it. That's our news. Snetterton, we leave tomorrow early, so this is 10:30 at night. I'll set this to publish for Friday evening. By that time, we should be at Snetterton Race Circuit. I think Saturday we're going to Great Yarmouth, to the beach, take the kids there. I'd like to go to Bury St Edmunds as well, because I've got some good memories of that place. It's quite nice. So yeah, we'll do the usual things we do on our family racing holidays. And then Sunday, time to get serious. Time to do battle again with... it tends to be Steve Allen these days. We're always together. It's great. We'll chat in the park fairway afterwards, because we're always finishing around the same area. It's quite close in the championship between me and him, actually, so he's now my new nemesis. So yeah, I'm going to finish there, get this video sorted, and get it uploaded, and we'll see how we get on at Snetterton.